So a couple days ago somebody asked me on YouTube if I could do a tutorial for my rendition of The Perfect Girl by Mareux, which is a video I uploaded about a year ago, and it got around 1,000 views by now, which makes it one of my more popular uploads. Yeah, I'm happy to do so. So let's get right into it. The first thing you want to do is tune your guitar slightly differently than usual. So you want to tune your low E string to an F. So basically one step up. And all the other strings will remain the same. So you'll have, just as usual, A, D, G, B and E. And all in all you'll have this sound. This will do to match the bass line of the song. And one thing I did in that video was I used a capo on the second fret. I did that solely because it makes it easier for me to sing in this key. And I feel it makes the main melody sound a bit more similar to the original song. As in, you know, the original song, it's the main hook is very high pitch, and we do it actually one key lower than there, because else I'd have to play it something like this. I'd have to play it up here, but that's frankly impossible, I think, at least. Having to play the bass line around this area of the neck. So anyways, yeah, tune your low E string to F, and optionally you can use the capo like I do. I'll use it for this tutorial. You can, I suggest you use it as well, and if you end up not liking it, you can just remove it, as always. Alright, so let's get right started with the intro of the song. You might have noticed I'm using finger picks. I always use this for fingerstyle, but I guess they're optional if you're a classical guitar player. You can just use your fingernails as usual. Just if you're wondering what those are. So now let's get into the intro of the song. You want to position your hand in the following way. Take your index finger, position it on the 3rd string of the 4th fret, your middle finger on the 4th string of the 5th fret, and your ring finger on the 2nd string of the 5th fret. So you have this triangle shape. And the first note of the song, first couple notes actually, is just the empty 6th string. So in our case an F. Use your palm to palm mute, and then you just do this a couple times. And you'll notice on each 3rd beat I emphasize the stroke. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And to end this, you go from down strums to up and down strums. So down, 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 down and up, down. And that's the intro already. It's a bit longer, more complicated than the original song, but we'll have enough to do with the main melody anyways in a minute. So I simplified that bit. Let's say start. After you nail that down, we go into the I guess it's the second part of the intro in the song, but it's also the chorus itself later on. So you can catch 2 birds with 1 stone here. Anyways, you already have your hand in the correct position if you did what I told you. And the melody goes something like this. Let me think. Yeah, you take your ring finger and you stroke the 1st string. It's just open. And then you go through the strings one by one. Actually, you can play both of these since they're the same note. So that's the first and the second string. You can play them together to get some resonance in there. That's the first string of the 4th fret, and then the 4th string of the 5th fret. And I suggest, since the main melody is quite fast, you take it easy in the beginning. So just play very slowly. Just to start out. Next thing you can do is to add the bass note in between. That's why we have our thumb here across the Hendrix style, across the neck, playing that's the 4th fret, string number 6, excuse me. So you hear that? You play the first melody note. You play a bass note in between. You play the second melody note. Play another bass note in between. And then the third and final melody note. Excuse me. There we go. That's the very first bar of the melody of the main chorus as well. So then, after you nail down this, you want to go to the next part, which is kind of similar but a bit more complicated to play. You leave your thumb where it was. So to play the second section, you want to remove your thumb now. Our bass note now we play just as before in these very stoic intervals. And the melody line that goes above this goes like this. This. Again, we play one melody note and one bass note. So that means we play the 7th fret, 1st string, then the 6th fret, 2nd string, 5th fret, 3rd string, and again 4th string on the 6th fret. And then between each of those, we play a bass note. And when you do it a little faster, it'll sound like this. Alright, practice that for a bit until you get it. The next section is still open bass string. But now you take your ring finger and you position it here on the 8th fret, 2nd string. Then you slide down to the 5th fret, 2nd string still. And here we go back to original chord from the beginning. So that's the 1st string, 4th fret, and the 4th string, 5th fret. And as always, our bass notes in between. So really emphasize this alternating melody above the bass notes. That's how you get the proper sound. And finally, you do the 4th part of this of this melody. I believe it goes like this. Yeah, it's actually very similar. You keep alternating the bass. You play the second string, 8th fret, second string, 5th fret, first string, 4th fret, and then you slide down with your index finger, second string, 2nd fret. So that's fast, it's like this. And there you have it. I'll play everything again so you have it all in one place. I think I made a bit of a mess, but hopefully this will set things straight. So far we have the intro and the melody. Maybe once more. So that's it. In my version I played this part 2 times, and if you saw the original video you might have noticed that I played a bit different the second time. And I played like this. I played basically in double tempo. Excuse me, the tempo stays the same, but I switch one of the bass notes that we hit for a second stroke on the melody notes, so we get this melody that sounds very similar to the original song, in my opinion. And it goes like this. This might sound very intimidating, but it's actually not as bad. All you need is a lot of dexterity with your right hand and your fingers. So this is a very good practice for fingerstyle, actually, if you're struggling with that. But so what do I do here exactly? I do the following. Instead of playing one bass note at a time, as before, this time I just do I do every 4th bass note. In reality, I don't just play the bass note, but I actually play both low strings at the same time with my thumb. Might be a bit hard to explain or to understand, but essentially I hope this is slow enough to make sense. So yeah, once you get this melody down in its entirety, you can move on to the next section, which is the main verse. And this part, I say, is a bit simpler than the melody. Certainly more straightforward. So the chord is very similar to the one we used at the beginning. You want to position. Let me think for a minute. Yeah, you start off like this. So use your thumb. You put it on the 4th fret, 6th string, just as before. Then use your index finger, you position it on the 2nd string, 1st fret. Take your middle finger, you position it on the 5th fret of the 1st string. You get this chord. Sounds a bit mysterious, dreamy, just like the original song, which you all know and love. Yeah, and here we do something very similar to the first part of the melody, which is we play these very, what is that called? Very drony bass notes on top of this alternating melody. And I'll play it in full speed, and then we can dive right into it. So what do we do here actually? You play 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you play 4 times the bass note. And after you play the bass note 4 times, you start with the alternating melody. So you'll start with this one here where your middle finger is. That's the 1st string, you play once. You go back to the bass note. So that's the 1st string, 1st string, 5th fret. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. That's our 2nd string, 1st fret. That's our 5th string, 5th fret, 2nd string. Here we do a little change. Take our thumb off the bass note. Slide our middle finger to the 1st, on the 3rd string to the 2nd fret. We do 3 of these bass notes. Then we play with both our fingers, so index and middle finger. We play the 1st string on the 4th fret and the 4th string on the 1st fret. And then we go down to our final chord, which is both on the 2nd fret, 3rd and 4th string. Alright, so I'll do it again very slow so you can see what is going on here. So that's 1, 2. And if you want to sing the lyrics on top of it, this is where you want to get into. So it'd be something like, she's such a strange girl, think I'm from another world. She's such a strange girl, really don't understand a word. Something I should mention is I don't just play the bass note, but I actually play the first 2 strings. Just I use my palm mute so it's not too excessive, of course. however much mute you like in your song. Alright, so you do that. Then we get to the chorus of the song, which, like I mentioned before, is very similar to... It's actually the exact same as the intro. And it goes like this. Such a strange girl, the way you look like you do. Such a strange girl, I wanna be with you. I think I'm falling in love with you. I think I'm falling in love with you. So you'll see, I did the exact same as before. Until we get to the part where he says, I think I'm falling in love with you. So he goes, just like in the original song, the bass line disappears for a minute and he plays the melody only. So yeah, you can do the exact same thing. It'll be a bit simpler now. I use my thumb to just play the melody this time, without any of the bass notes. So it'll be and after you did that, you do another section like that with the bass note. And there he sings the exact same thing, I believe. I think I'm falling in love with you. So yeah, so after you did the chorus, you go back to our verse melody. And you play it one time in full speed, just like before. And once a bit slower, like this. So with only one bass note in between. Yeah, I think we're getting pretty much through the whole song just by now. The only thing that's a bit different is you do all of this 2 times. I believe it's the exact same lyrics as well. And to do the outro of the song, I do what I just did now, but then I add one additional section where I play this melody without any bass notes at all. So something like this. And you can play around with playing 2 strings at the same time, or 3 of them. It all sounds very nice when you do it nice and easy like this. Makes for a nice outro. Yeah, I think that's the whole song, honestly. This is my first tutorial, so it might have gotten a bit messy at times. I think I'll play the song in full once more. Really nice and clean, and once you, if you feel a need, you can just slow down the video in the settings button at the top right of YouTube. Yeah, just listen to it as much as you need. Just slowly, like with any of these very complicated songs, you just need to take it one bit at a time, and eventually you'll just have it all figured out, and you will realize it's actually not that hard at all. Alright, so I hope it was fun. I hope you learned a lot. And yeah, so one more time. strange girl